This is Etin here. Again, I'm a real estate broker and a mortgage agent. I'm here to educate the public. Somebody that is more educated will make a better decision. So education, I believe in education, is very key, it's very important. Follow me in every social media. Subscribe, be first to know whenever I drop any videos. I'm going to continue to share my knowledge, all my decades in real estate field, in mortgage field. I'm going to put it out there to educate you. So if you have any question, don't forget to hit me back. Make sure I answer all your questions. Today's topic, we're talking about commercial real estate. It's an opportunity for you to take your, as I call it, control over your investment. Residential real estate is great and all, but sometimes when you have to deal with regulation, residential regulation, landlord and tenant board, for tenants that don't want to pay your rent, sometimes it can be very frustrating to kick them out. Now, the solution to that is a commercial, take control. In commercial real estate, there is no landlord and tenant board. You follow business practice. The rule of business applies. That means the contract you sign regulates how you're going to deal with that tenant. Basically, to put it in simpler terms, when you have a tenant in a residential home, you cannot just kick them out, even if you don't want them, even if they are not paying you. But what you can do is to apply for the landlord and tenant board to kick them out. And that can take several months and even years. As opposed to a commercial residential, you don't need to cut, you don't need to landlord and tenant board. All you have to do is just tell them, if they don't pay your rent, let's say your rent is due on the 1st. By the 2nd, you can go to the place of the commercial establishment and change the lock on it. All their personal effects, all their computers, or whatever they have in there, you have control over that. You change the lock, that's it. You can hold those things to recover your arrears in rent. They hold you. So that right there gives you the power. And everything that governs the rent or the lease is based on that contract you sign. It's very important when it comes to contract. Whereby in the residential side, even if you sign a normal lease with a tenant, the landlord and tenant board rule supersede that lease you sign with your tenant on a residential side, but whereby in a commercial side, the Bible is the lease you sign with the tenant, and that's it. And everything governs it. If they don't pay you can kick them out. And that is the big nutshell difference. Other benefits of commercial. Now, one, you can incorporate the corporation. It doesn't have to be your personal name. You have a corporation, which is also very good too. It separates you from the business. That way, anything that happens with that commercial doesn't affect you personally. In Canada, they sometimes make you to personally guarantee though the business. Even though it's separate, even though it's business, some of the banks will also ask you to personally guarantee it. But basically, they can stand on their own. In terms of tax purpose and everything else, they stand on their own. That is one benefit. So the second benefit is that you can diversify. It helps you to diversify the tenants that you have. What do I mean by that? So let's say you have a building, commercial building, that is still 10,000 square foot commercial building, maybe in the 3 levels or whatever. You can divide it and rent it out to separate different tenants. You can put in the bottom, you can put it something like a grocery store or convenience store there, and you can put an office in the 2nd floors. You can put within that office, you can put an accountant, financial services, or you can also put any kind of office like let's say lawyers can also be there. Medical office can also be there. So you can see commercial allow you to diversify So when this economy slows down in one area, you can still get tenant paying you on the other side too. And the third one is tenant pay for the property tax. There's what they call triple NNN, net. What does that mean is that the tenant, beside the commercial tenant I'm talking about, beside paying their rent, they also pay for the property tax. They also pay for the insurance. They also pay for the maintenance. If you have to clear the driveway, you have to do snow clearing, whatever it is, they pay it. And that is what you call triple net. So all those things is part of it, they pay for everything. Whereby the residential, if your tenant is paying for their rent, that's it. Sometimes they don't even want to pay for utility. They want utility to be included. They want this. They don't want you to cut the grass for them. They want you to do that for them. No. In commercial, it's triple net.